How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? What a great crowd on a gorgeous day here for our final day, our top 12 pros and co-anglers right here in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. We sent our anglers out in Muskogee at 7 a.m. this morning. It's a very, very tight race. We're going to have a very, very exciting weigh-in, so we're glad to see so many folks out here. We got them lining up. They're all checked in. They're showing up here. We're hooking them up to our great Toyota Tundras for the final weigh-in, and really want you guys to get excited. We're streaming live on Bassmaster.com. We want the folks to see what huge bass fans we have here in East Oklahoma. We got a lot of sponsors that make this event happen, and we can't get it done without them, and I really need to show my appreciation to all of them. Of course, Bass Pro Shop's our title sponsor of the Bass Pro Shop Bassmaster Open Series, and we're so fortunate to have a partnership with them that allows us to really utilize their parking lot, and we appreciate Mike McClure and his group for rolling out the red carpet and supporting us with all of their staff, and obviously letting us take advantage of their great fan base, the fans of Bass Pro, and we know they're big fans of Bass as well. I want to thank, of course, Toyota, and you'll see as these anglers come through, they're all going to be pulled behind Toyota trucks, and we pull equipment all across the country from California to Maine to Florida to, of course, here in Oklahoma using those great Toyota trucks. And not only that, they have a great contingency program for the anglers. It's called the Bonus Bucks program. It's a bonus of $1,500 to the highest finishing pro angler that's registered for the Toyota Bonus Bucks, and we got two of them here in this top 12 that are going to contend for that bonus money. So we appreciate that. And I also mentioned earlier, hopefully most of you have done it already, but now you still have a last-minute opportunity to get over to the Toyota tent you see behind you by the exit of the Bass Pro Shops. You can register for a $100 Bass Pro Shop gift card. They're going to do that drawing here this very weekend. I want to thank Evan Williams Bourbon, of course, Berkeley Baits. I want to thank Triton Boats and Mercury Outboards, as well as Skeeter Boats and Yamaha Outboards, and of course Nitro Boats. And we have a couple great Nitro Mercury packages right over here, including a Z9. I think that one's powered by a 250 horsepower Mercury Pro SS, and that's close to what our winning pro is going to get. Actually, our winning Pro's boat is going to be a Z9 powered by a 225 horse Mercury Pro XS. So a great package. We're going to send that pro angler away with, in addition to, we'll give that angler $7,000 worth of cash. So it's a real opportunity for that angler to capitalize on his investment. I want to thank Minn Kota Trolling Motors and Humminbird Electronics. If you would, give all those sponsors a big round of applause, because we can't do it without them. And of course, we have supporting sponsors, and our supporting sponsors with the Bass Pro Shop Bassmaster Opens really get behind it and really support the anglers as well as Bass, because they got some great programs out there that we've been talking about throughout the week. If you've been kind enough to be out there during the week over at in Muskogee, a great host facility there at Three Forks Harbor. You've heard us talking about them, but we're going to go ahead and talk about them here as well. Of course, Boat US. Boat US has a program called the Boat US Angler. It's a contingency program. Their Way to Win offering, which is a $300 bonus to the highest finishing pro and $150 for the highest finishing co-angler, because Boat US, they understand a lot of these co-anglers also are boat owners. Not only that, they send one of their tow boats to each and every stop of the Bass Pro Shop Opens, and I will tell you, I go to a lot of places, including Lake Erie, where I was last week, and certainly they were busy out there, but they were very busy this week out on the Arkansas River. We had a lot of anglers. Obviously there's a lot of structure out there for them to hit, stumps and whatnot. They're going back into the backwaters, deep into the backwaters, and opportunity to have different malfunctions. And Boat US has been there and rescued many of them and got them back so they could weigh their fish, including Trevor Romans. Interestingly enough, he is in this top 12, and he was actually towed in twice, both on day one and day two, and he still made that top 12. So that's very impressive and a great service. I want to thank Carhartt, and I mentioned earlier, Carhartt is running a program right here at the Bass Pro Shops. If you buy $50 worth of Carhartt gear and you bring out your receipt and show it to the good folks at Carhartt, they will give you a free Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open t-shirt. And we know we're getting into hunting season. Any hunters out there? I got two hunters. $200 at the Bass Pro Shops. I find that hard to believe. But if you're looking for some great apparel for the upcoming hunting season, get in there at the Bass Pro Shops and get yourself some of the Carhartt good and bring it out there. And you can also throw in a bonus T-shirt. So we appreciate those folks showing up at every stop. I want to thank Livingston Lures, and Livingston has got their display over there, and they got some interesting technology that they can share with you. It's really inventive and it's great stuff, and it's having great success, and got top-notch pros like Randy Howell behind it. So get over there and take a look at the Livingston line, and they're also rolling it out in all the Bass Pro Shops, and really making a push, and really excited to have them part of Bass. I want to thank Lucky Strike. And Lucky Strike has what we call our heavyweight bag of the tournament. It's the heaviest one-day catch on both the pro side and the co-angler side. And of course, on day number 2, Randy Morris put 10 pounds and 12 ounces on the scale on day number 2 on the co-angler side. He did not weigh a fish on day number 1. And that 10 pounds, 12 ounces was enough to get him inside the top 12 in fishing today, and also potentially a bonus of $250 from Lucky Strike. And Brock Mosley yesterday had a gigantic day and propelled himself on the pro side with the heaviest bag of the tournament. The Lucky Strike heavyweight bag of the tournament propelled himself into the top 12. So we're going to get a chance to see if these guys were able to duplicate their efforts and potentially win this event. I want to thank Lowrance and, of course, Shimano live release boat you see here over at stage left. That is actually instrumental in getting all of our fish back to the fishery to be caught again, and we're really proud of our success, and really it starts with the anglers and many of you practicing your catch and release efforts. So thank you. I want to thank Diet Mountain Dew and Power Pole. Give all those sponsors a big round of applause if you would, because they really are the ones that make it happen. And I know myself in the organization appreciate them, but it's so good to see the anglers and know how much they appreciate those sponsors as well. I also have to tip my hat to a very special group of folks that really have made it instrumental, and they also have done it again for 2014. We just announced our schedule for the Bass Pro Shop Bassmaster Central Opens. We'll be right back in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Put your hands together for the greater Muskogee area Chamber of Commerce, bringing us back again, not only here in 13, but in 14, and we're excited to be a part of them, and they always do a fantastic job. And of course, Lewis and the group down there at Three Forks Harbor are very helpful, and had fantastic day 1 and 2 weigh-ins down there. So we really appreciate all those folks. So we are excited to see what's going to happen. We got a lot of things going on. Of course, we talked about our Nitro boat package on the pro side. We're giving away a Triton boat powered by a Yamaha outboard on the co-angler side. We got over $250,000 worth of cash to award. And of course, the most coveted prize outside of the Bassmaster Classic win is that berth that we award here to the Bassmaster Classic. And 11 of our 12 pros that made this top 12 fished our first event. We started the season on the Red River in Shreveport, Louisiana. To be eligible, based upon winning this event right here, you need to have fished all 3 events. Only one angler, Jason Christie, from right here in Oklahoma, did not fish at the Red River. He is the only one of these 12 individuals, should win, will not qualify for the Bassmaster Classic. All the 11 others have that opportunity, and it really can be a dream come true for many. So we got an exciting weigh-in. We're going to talk about all the different things that happen throughout the week as we get this thing rolling. But before we do, like we always do with our Bass weigh-ins, if we could get you to please rise and remove your caps. Our flag is located right over here on top of our Bass Pro Shops. And Megan McCauley, with the Muskogee Area Chamber of Commerce, will perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, Megan, rocking it 3 days in a row. Thank you once again. Well, we're just about ready to get this party started. Folks, ready to see some fish wade? You come on, you ready to see some fish wade over there? All right. Before we do, I want you to keep your hands together for one more special guest I got to welcome up. Come on up, Frank Hand. Put your hands together for Frank. And Frank has had a task this week, man. You have organized a tremendous volunteer effort, and I want you to put your hands together for all these volunteers with the yellow caps, everything they do to get these fish back into the fishery, and we sure do appreciate it. And Frank, I'll let you share with the folks. We got some very special guests doing the drive-through today.
Yes, we have 5 of the OSU fishing team doing our drive-thrus for us today.
All right, put your hands together. I know there's some OU fans out there, but these Oklahoma State kids coming here, taking time out of their schedules to drive through these pros and co-anglers. We really appreciate it. And you know, that college fishing series that B.A.S.S is so heavily involved with is an up-and-coming thing, and it's great to see these youths get involved.
Oh, yes, it is. I mean, that's our future. If we don't keep the kids fishing, we're going to lose it, people.
All right, well, we're going to do that. Everyone out here is going to do their part to take kid fishing. Who's going to take a kid fishing? Who's going to take a kid fishing? Over there, he's going to take kid fishing. How about over here? Some T-shirts courtesy of Livingston Lures. Appreciate that. Come on, you guys got to get fired up. Oh, yeah, look at that. All right, got one more way over here. All right. I could play football for Oklahoma State. I don't know about Oklahoma though. All right. You guys ready to get this thing rolling? Let's go ahead and roll through our first anglers. E.P. Fletcher coming on through. He's from Fort Smith, Arkansas. He's fishing with Christian Bears from Hawaii. What? We talked about that yesterday. He's actually not living in Hawaii. I think he said he's here in the Tulsa area now. They're our first pro and co-angler pairing to roll through here. EP started the day in 12th place. Christian's going to go ahead and get his fish and come on up. Oh, come on. What? Oh. Okay, it's been tough. I'm glad to have you up here. No fish today. Tell us about your week, though.
I got 12 pounds right now, and, I mean, today was just a tough day. That front came through, and just, for me, it just shut the fishing down. So,
what were your keys to success earlier in the week?
Mainly focusing on wood. You know, that was in the 2 feet range, and square bill crankbaits. That seemed to be working for me.
All right. And I see here, you're from Hawaii. We talked about it. You're not living there now. Didn't you say you're living here in the Tulsa area?
No, Louisville.
Oh, okay. Louisville, Texas. Are you originally from Hawaii?
No. My wife was in the service. We were over there.
Okay. Well, that explains a lot. Well, thanks for coming out and fishing with us. 12 pounds right now. You're in 5th place currently. Going to go ahead and send you off the stage. But the good news is you're going to be getting a great check from B.A.S.S.
Right on. I'm happy with that. I just wanted to say hi to my family, my wife, and my kids watching back home. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys tonight.
All right, put your hands together for Christian. All right, now we're going to get our first pro angler. Come on up. He had 23 pounds after the first 2 days of competition. He's sitting in 12th place. He's got 3 fish, 1 shy of his limit. He needs 3 pounds, 13 ounces to get into the lead. Hey, how you doing, EP?
Chris, I'm great, man. What a great turnout today in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. We are so glad y'all are out here today. Thanks for coming to support us.
Needing 3 pounds, 13 ounces. Bam, 5 pounds and 15 ounces. Hold a couple of those up, EP. He jumps into the lead on the pro side with a total weight of 28 pounds, 15 ounces. A new leader, could be worth a brand new nitro boat powered by a Mercury outboard. Don't think he's got the Carhartt Big Bass of the tournament of 5 pounds and 1 ounce right now. Don't think that's going to be enough. Tell us about your week, EP.
You know, it was a great week. I made a real long run this week, ran up the Canadian River, and I saw a lot of sand. I mentioned this yesterday, but I caught most of my fish all week in about 7 to 10 inches of water, throwing an XR50, little rattle trap. And, man,
7 to 10 inches for real?
Absolutely. They were dead shallow all week long. I pull up there today, and I start catching striper. And I catch striper for 45 minutes about every other cast.
That sounds like a lot of fun, but not what you're looking for on a tournament day.
My hands are so torn up. I mean, I can hardly hold them together here, but it was a good day. You know, I mean, it's going to get tough. I think you're going to see some of these guys come in here, and it's going to surprise some folks. But, hey, I want to tell y'all that I am very excited to be a part of the Legend Pro staff. That Legend boat and that Mercury 225 Pro XS ran me all the way to Kerr Reservoir and back. Guys are going to get up here and they're going to tell you about how their boats broke down, they had motor issues, but I can tell you folks, that Mercury never checked up, got me all the way down there and back. So I'd like to say thank you to Legend Boats Mercury.
All right, great job this week. Don't go anywhere, man. I'm going to ask you to take a seat right there because you are in our pro hot seat. And when he is, yeah, I know, that's why we called it the hot. Here, put a towel. We'll give him a little towel. Oh, you're going to have sunburn on your butt, and your wife's going to ask you about that. Come on up, our next pro angler, Joel Baker. Oh, who's this here?
This is Scout Grayson. This is my second child. Kale's out there in the crowd. He's going to be 6 next month, but this is Scout, and you can tell she's a hog fan.
I see that. All right, come on up. Joel Baker and his co-angler, Stephen Glodden from Henderson, Texas. We're going to go ahead and ask Stephen to come on up first, and I see Stephen without a bag. That's another co-angler, and boy, it can get tough out there in a hurry. Stephen with 14 pounds and 11 ounces is currently in second place. And, man, we're not going to add any weight, but you're still going to finish up in this top 12 when all's said and done.
That's right. And I'd like to thank the guys that hauled me around all this week. We had a good time, and those Mercuries pushed us everywhere we went.
Okay, who'd you get an opportunity? Obviously, you fished with Joel here today. Do you recall who else you fished with this week?
I fished with Pete Pons on Thursday.
Elite Series Pro Pete Pons.
And I fished with Tommy Biffle on Friday.
What? You do Tommy Biffle and Pete Pons in one tournament?
Yes.
So how do you get to do that? I mean, what kind of strings did you have to pull?
You guys pulled the strings.
I didn't pull any strings. You just became a Bass member and you signed up for the Bass Pro Shop Central Open Series, and any Bass member can do that. Next thing you know, you're fishing with Tommy Biffle and Pete Pons, and you're up here fishing on a top 12 day. Steve Glodden, put your hands together for him. 14 pounds, 11 ounces. Not going to move up today, but going to get a great, great check. Thanks, Steve. All right. He started the day in 11th place. His name is Joel Baker. Got some Joel Baker fans out there, do we? All right. 23 pounds and 4 ounces. Currently in 12th place. You know what that means?
Yes, I do.
Nowhere to go but up. He's got one fish. One fish, a struggle today.
It was really tough. We caught a lot of small fish, but I think I beat my fish up pretty bad during the tournament the first 2 days, and there just wasn't anything left.
All right, you got one fish. It's going to go 2 pounds. It's going to move you all the way up into 5th place. You want to get a photo for Bassmaster.com? He's rocking that great gear. You're the best dressed angler out here with that Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Open T-shirt. All right, show it over here to James Overstreet and the folks watching on Bassmaster.com. You got anyone you want to say hello to out there watching?
Yes, I do. My family's here. My dad, my sister-in-law, Joanna, and my children, Joel and Brianna. And lots of other fans. Thank you all for coming out.
All right. Thank you for coming out. Great week for you. Thank you, Joel. All right. We're getting down there. Come on up. We see this young man all over the place fishing these bass tournament trails. Put your hands together for Stenson Blaylock from Benton, Arkansas, fishing with co-angler Clayton Cobbin from Wagner, Oklahoma. And Clayton's always a solid stick on this co-angler side, has great success. We're going to go ahead and get Clayton to come on up here. He needs to have 6 pounds and 11 ounces to take over the lead. Come on up. Deep breath from Clayton. He's going for the live well. That's a good sign. He's pulling out some fish in the Berkeley bag. Oh, he's gonna show you folks a little something. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. 6 pounds and 11 ounces he needs. He's got 2 fish. That one looked like a solid pushing 4-pound fish. Question is the other one weigh 2? You got enough to take the lead here? Looking for 6'11".
Let's keep our fingers crossed. Everybody out there, cross your fingers. Let's do this. I've been here before. I want to do it.
Today's weight, 4 pounds and 15 ounces. Going to fall a little bit short, but you've had a great success here fishing these opens, and continued it again today, sitting in second place. And I know we talked the first part of the week at registration on Wednesday. You're excited to see us coming back again in 2014.
I am. I'm glad that Bass is coming back again next year. I'm going to step it up next year. I'm going to be on Boater's side next year.
All right, put your hands together for Clayton. He's going to go pro next year.
This is my second, third year, Chris, and my first 2 years I was Angler of the Year and everything, and this is my third year at it. I've had a pretty good run at it. I've got the world's best traveling partner that you could ever ask for.
That would be your dad.
That's him. He has been up here on this stage many times.
He's pretty solid too, man. I can't tell you, it's time and time again. I'm handing both you guys a check at the end of the tournament.
That's correct. I mean, he's taught me everything I know, and it's time for us to step up. And he's going to travel with me again next year, and I'm looking forward to it. And I can't wait to get back up here on the stage again next year as a boater here at the Bass Pro Shop here in Broken Arrow.
Mark it down 1 year from now. Clayton Coppin in the top 12 again here at Bass Pro Shops, but this time on the pro division. Come on up, Stenson Blaylock from Benton, Arkansas. 23 pounds and 10 ounces after the first 2 days of competition. He has a litter bass today, including a nice one there. That's a chunk there. Yeah, EP, what'd you say?
I said, we're done.
He needs to have 5 pounds and 6 ounces to take over the lead from EP. Having great success here on these Bass Pro Shop Central Opens, and it continues today.
Yeah, this is, I love fishing tournaments, and I think y'all put on a great tournament, and I will be back for some more. This is my first time up here. I fished the Arkansas River a lot back home in Little Rock, but this is the first time I've been up here and had a tough practice, but it turned out real good. So
hold a couple of those up and show the folks, because you just put 13 pounds and 6 ounces on the board, a new leader in the pro side with total weight of 37 pounds. All right, man. Now I need to find out the nitty-gritty details, all the Bass fans watching around the world on Bassmaster.com, and, of course, our great fans here in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. What's going on out there on the river?
Well, I really don't know this. It's a lot different here than it is at home. It's not near as much just river fishing. There's logs everywhere. But one little key that people forget is that they do bite a shaky head. And I caught most of these fish this week on a shaky head, as well as flipping the logs. I mean, you just get out there on those flats. Those fish are in this deep of water, and it sure is a blast.
And EP said the same thing. It's amazing to me. You think these warm summer conditions, you always think bass are going to move deep. But I guess here in the Arkansas River, maybe a little bit off-color water, a little bit cooler nights here lately. They're starting to get up there on the bank again.
Yeah, I guess that's the deal. But, a lot of those fish that I caught on the shaky head were on the rocks. And, I don't know what they're still doing out there instead of moving back in those creeks. But whatever it is, it worked, and I'm happy. But, I'd like to say thanks, first of all, to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because without him, I wouldn't be here. But my family's back home watching me, and my sponsors, 13 Fishing, Livingston Lures, Konami Baits. I can't do it without them.
All right, well, great job. And we're going to say goodbye to EP. Send you into the hot seat, Stetson, if you don't mind, and a great run at it.
Hey, real quick, Chris, I just want to say thanks to all the supporters. It's been a great week for me. I've got a lot of people here that I haven't seen in probably 20 years, and it's just great to have this support here today. I appreciate y'all very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right. Going to go ahead and get our next angler. Come on up, John Roberson from Shreveport, Louisiana. 10 pounds and 12 ounces after the first 2 days. He's reaching into the bag. He needs to have 6:14 to get into the lead. I don't think this one fish is going to do it unless it's a giant, John.
It's not a giant.
But still, it's good to get out here and fish on a Saturday. We started with 170 pros, 170 co-anglers, and here you are inside the top 12.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I've never seen such a crowd. This is really nice.
All right, put your hands together for John.
Yeah, I'll invite all of you down to Shreveport, Louisiana. So check out the Red River sometime. These guys are always coming down to see us. We try and take care of them. And
of course, that was the home of our first stop on the Bass Pro Shop Central Opens there in the Red River, and this is our in-between stop, the middle stop, Muskogee, Oklahoma. We're going to end up over there in Ross Burnett Reservoir in Ridgeland, Mississippi, place we haven't been in a long, long time. I hope to see you there as well.
I'll be there for sure.
All right, thank you, John. 12 pounds and 5 ounces. Going to have you in sixth place, my man. All right, our next pro angler from Brooklyn, Texas. I took a little sneak peek, Roy. You were leading the points if we had ended the tournament yesterday, leading the points barely over a great stick in Randall Tharp. Right now, though, you're sitting in 12th place, and this empty bag is not going to help you. Oh, Roy.
Telling you, man. The place I was fishing had some real quality fish in it. They were hard to catch. I didn't catch but 4 Thursday, and I caught limit in there yesterday, but they wouldn't bite today.
They had lockjaw, huh?
They had a lockjaw big time.
What have you been throwing all week?
I've actually been throwing it's a Cinco bait made by Bass Candy, and it's just like a Cinco, but it's made by Bass Candy Lures.
All right, well, great job. Right now you got you're sitting in, I think it said 5th place, so that's not too shabby, but we got a lot of anglers left away.
Yeah, I know it. I'm going to make it up at Ross Burnett.
Still going to be inside that top 5 in points, I think.
That's what I'm looking for, that elite.
Trying to get that Elite Series berth. Our top 5 pros following our final event on Ross Burnett that we just talked about are going to qualify for the 2014 Bassmaster Elite Series. You see it on ESPN2. And Roy Sanford, you'd like to be part of that roster, wouldn't you?
No, I got to get there.
All right. Put your hands together for Roy.
I'd like to say a special thanks to Jay and Michelle Glasgow. I really appreciate y'all.
All right. You've done it. Okay. Hey, who knows a guy named Jason Christie? Put your hands together for Jason Christie, fishing with co-angler Kenneth Moser. Oh, unfortunately, Jason did not fish that first event. Of course, he's already Bassmaster Classic qualified for it, so he's not sweating it out too much. We're going to go ahead and get Kenneth to come up here. He needs 6 pounds and 13 ounces to take the lead. He's got one fish. Oh, not going to be enough, but a great week for you.
It's not that big.
Not 6 pounds, 13 ounces, huh?
No, sir. No. Well,
What do you think it'll go?
I fished with Jason Day. He's a good draw. Had a good old boy from Louisiana yesterday. We got here.
All right. Well, today's weight is going to add 2 pounds to your total weight, give you a total of 12 pounds and 13 ounces. Going to be sitting in 5th place, so a very, very solid finish for you.
Good deal. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you. All right, folks, put your hands together for the one and only Jason Christie. He has a 5-fish limit. He needs 12 pounds and 15 ounces to take over the lead. How we do today?
It was a pretty slow day. I got a lot of stories to tell after we weigh these fish.
All right, let's go ahead and get away to 11 pounds, 2 ounces. The bull has been dodged, so tell us a story. Hold a couple of those up. We'll get a photo for Bassmaster.com, and we're shooting all these photos. We'll post them up on Bassmaster.com tonight. You can log on and check out all the behind-the-scenes photos. You might even catch a glimpse of yourself. All right, man, tell me some stories.
Well, first of all, before I get into this story, I want to thank all my sponsors, especially the local ones, Falcon and Low Ranch, This running the river for me, I don't do a lot of idling. I run it, so I follow the point one and I follow the trail and I get there quicker. But and the Cherokee Nation, especially them, they've supported me in bass this year and everybody else. We were in a creek today, and all the people here that know that fish cur, there's a animal out there called a cottonmouth, and they're really mean.
I've heard of them once or twice.
Well, I'm fishing out there, and this time of year in the spring, they get real territorial. And he's swimming to me, and he's coming right at me, so I take my flipping stick and kind of pop him on the head.
He didn't appreciate it, I'm guessing.
Wrong thing to do. Yeah. He goes down the gunnel of the boat and comes over in the splash well on the back deck.
And he's not real happy with Jason Christie right now.
No, he's got his mouth like that, and he's coming. And I am standing on the trolling motor screaming like a cheerleader, get him out, you know. But that was the most exciting thing that happened to me today. You know, I want to thank Tommy Biffle for letting me borrow his boat today. There's not a lot of people that would let you borrow their boat and take it to Kerr, especially me. And the Stratton boys for hauling the boats around.
All right, we want to thank you, Jason Christie. Great job sitting in second place right now. 35 pounds, 4 ounces. Oh, and we're getting down there. How you feeling, Stetson?
Oh, you know what? I'm just glad to be sitting in this seat. I don't think it'll hold up, but I'm glad to be here.
Oh, this is the easiest place to sit and make money. You don't even have to do anything.
That's perfect. I'll stay here as long as you'll let me.
All right, when you're sitting tight, we're going to welcome Brett Hyde coming on up all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, fishing with a co-angler, our Livingston lure leader, John Thomas. John, 17 pounds and 9 ounces. He also had yesterday the Carhartt Big Bass of the tournament on the co-angler side that was, 5 pounds, 14 ounces. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, and today one fish. That's the bad news. The good news is you don't need a single ounce to sit in that co-angler hot seat. Today's weight, 1 pound, 5 ounces, is going to put you in the lead.
Tough day for us today. We just couldn't get anything going.
All right, well, you did get one thing going.
I definitely left the door open for him.
All right, well, this 1 pound, 5 ounces, you had, I guess, just shy of a 4 pound lead coming into today?
Yeah.
All right, so you cracked the window a little bit. We're going to go ahead, though, and have you take a seat right here. Looks like you're a little hot. You want a bottle of water? Sure. All right, how about you? You need a drink? Okay, good. All right, because you guys might be sitting for a little while, so just be patient. And when you're taking that seat right there, we're going to welcome up Brett Hyde, 24 pounds and 4 ounces. Right now, you're sitting in 11th place. You need 12, 13 to take over lead.
Yeah, I only had 3 today. I got a couple good ones in there. I wish I could have done a little better, but I had my chances. Fished hard all day, and things just didn't work out right.
Hold us a couple of those up if you wouldn't mind, and then we'll go ahead and talk about your week. And everyone wants to hear what Brett Hyde, coming all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, did out here in Oklahoma. What? Yeah, you do. That's a fatty right there, man. Is that one getting ready to spawn or something?
Yeah, it might be the fall spawn. I've never heard of that, but it might be happening now.
It looks that way. So tell us, how'd you catch that big one specifically?
This week I caught a lot of fish on reaction bait and flipping. A lot of my fish came on an evergreen bait, which is it's called a shallow 60. It's different than any other square bill on the market. Perfect for a river-style situation. It runs super shallow and has a lot different action. Good around all that timber. I was just covering a lot of water. Found a couple key areas. I was fishing grass, rock, and wood this week. But I got to thank my sponsors. I think I represent the best sponsors in the industry. They do a great job for me, and I want to thank them all.
We want to thank you, Brett. Always good to see you. You're up there in the point standing as well. 3rd place right now with 32 pounds and 13 ounces. Ooh, another Oklahomian coming up. Dale Hightower fishing on the pro side along with Randy Morris. Couple Oklahoma boys. Oh, where's Randy? He's not going to come up? Oh, he doesn't want to come to the party? Oh, come on up, Randy. He didn't want to go for a boat ride. He's had enough for today. Come talk to me, man. You had a great day yesterday. Right now you have the Lucky Strike heavyweight bag of the tournament. It railed you all the way from 0 to hero yesterday, but what happened today? Back to 0.
Oh, dude, it's so hot out there. Had one good blow up on a frog. Just didn't want it.
What was yesterday all about, man? What was it, 10 pounds, 12 ounces?
Yeah, it was 10, 12, all spinnerbait.
Spinnerbait. What color spinnerbait you throw out here?
Oh, it was had perch in it, and it had a chrome and a chartreuse willow blade on it.
Excellent information. Well, no fish today. Going to have you sitting in 12th place overall with 10 pounds, 12 ounces. Thanks for coming out and fishing with us.
Thank you.
All right, Dale. Now we're ready for you. Dale Hightower with 24 pounds and 4 ounces. 24-4. He's sitting in 11th place, but just one for Dale. And unless this one weighs 12 pounds, 13 ounces, Stetson's going to be safe again.
Maybe 12 ounces.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. 1 pound, 10 ounces, 110.
Yeah, it was pretty tough today for me. Made a bad decision. You know, I swung for the fences. You know, you come to win this thing, not for second or third. So I went down, and I felt like there's bigger fish down in the bottom pool. It just didn't work out for me.
Making a long run, locking through. How'd that lock go today? Everything work out okay?
Can't complain there. The locks, they've done a real good job both yesterday and today. I didn't lock the first day. The first day I stayed in the Muskogee pool, and probably should have done the same today.
All right, well, good job. 25 pounds, 14 ounces, 25-14. All right, now we got Terry Butcher coming on up. A lot of Butcher fans out there. And Nick Milaskovich, come on up, Nick. Nick's fishing on the co-angler side. Oh, this is where it gets interesting, John.
This seat's awful hot.
It could get a lot hotter because Nick was right there on your heels, one of your closest competitors. Was he second going into today? I think he was. He was second or third. He was up there in the standings. He needs 6 pounds, 7 ounces to take over the lead. He's got, it looks like, a limit of fish. 3 fish on the co-angler side. Looking for 6 pounds, 7 ounces. The fish must be 14 inches long to bring in, which means they're all about 1.5 pounds or bigger. Question is, did you get a few key bites in there?
I had 3 bites, and I caught 3 fish today.
Today's weight for you, 7 pounds, 13 ounces.
All right.
How you feeling?
Hey, I tell you what, I've had 3 partners. A guy named Gary Ripple the first day, and second day was Mark Tyler, and today Terry Butcher. And I mean, they couldn't have been any better to a co-angler. Give me a chance. I had to be patient today. This guy put on a clinic.
We'll hold a couple of those fish up so we can get a Bassmaster.com photo, and then we're going to tell you all about the day. We want to hear what a clinic Terry Butcher put together. All right. All right, Nick. Nice job with a total weight of 20 pounds and 5 ounces. Man, it sounds like you and Terry had a great day.
We did. I tell you what, but like I said, I had to be patient. He had a limit of fish and maybe culled once or twice. And I got to tell this story on it. After he got about, well, he's limited and culled once or twice, he kind of turned around and gave me one of them wry smiles and said, "It'd be all right if you'd catch one now. It'll make you feel a little better." About 5 minutes later, I caught a fish, and I sure felt better.
And it really did. Getting that first fish in the boat, anyone who does a lot of tournament fishing, especially when you're watching yourself get smoked a little bit by someone else in the boat, when you get that first one in, it really kind of gets you settled down where you need to be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it really did help settle me down, but I sure did grit my teeth until I got that third fish in the boat.
All right, well, great job. 7 pounds, 13 ounces, total weight of 20 pounds, 5 ounces. Put your hands together for Nick Mosley. Is that right?
Exactly.
All right, and he's going to take over the lead from John Thomas. Man, you really put together a run, leading both on day 1, day number 2. Not quite going to be enough, but you're going to get a very, very nice check from Bass.
Hard to lead from start to finish on one of these things. The competitive fire in me makes me want to be disappointed, but I had a really good week, and I'll be back. I enjoyed this a lot.
All right, great, Ron. Put your hands together for John. He's done a tremendous job here this week. And when he's leaving the stage, we're going to go ahead and welcome up Elite Series Pro, well, past Elite Series Pro. He took some time off to focus on the business at home, but he gets out to fish these Bass Pro Shop Bassmaster Central Opens, and with 24 pounds and 5 ounces, he's sitting in 11th place. He has a limit of fish. How about Terry Butcher?
Let's see what they weigh.
Looking for a weight of 12 pounds, 12 ounces. Get him to settle down. 14 pounds, 11 ounces. Terry Butcher, all the way up to the top of the leaderboard. Stetson, great run, too. You made a few dollars just sitting right there.
Yeah, it's been a great week. You know, I knew it'd be hard to beat these local guys, but I'm glad to be here.
Great job, Stetson. All right, Terry. Man, just taking a little sniff of a 2014 Bassmaster Classic berth. That'd be a nice way to get back and show the boys you can still get it done, huh?
That'd be real nice, real nice. I don't know. I had a great day. I mean, I caught a lot of fish today. I actually stayed close today. I'd been locking the first 2 days, and the area I'd been fishing had been getting pounded, you know, and I caught 5 the first day and 5 the second day, and man, I just decided today I wasn't going to make that run today. I was just going to stay close, and I caught a couple of my fish I weighed in yesterday with like 30 minutes left before weigh-in, so that kind of put me onto it yesterday evening, and then today I just buckled down, and I didn't have a bite in the first probably 45 minutes or so, and then I finally caught one, and then once I got to catching them, I kind of figured out what was going on and had a good day.
So what was going on? Share with the folks. What was your key bait?
My key bait this week was a little 3/8 ounce Booyah spinnerbait, and I like to add a little orange kicker blade to it, and I did that. And that was I caught probably 90% of my fish on that bait. I did catch one on a pad crasher, and I caught a few on a Excalibur 100 series crankbait, but most of them came on that spinnerbait.
All right, well, great job. We're going to set you down here in the pro hot seat and see how this weigh-in finishes up with 39 pounds even. You are our current leader, looking at a brand new nitro boat powered by a Mercury outboard, but Trevor Romans from Plano, Texas will have a little something to say about that, and he's fishing with co-angler David Patchett from Republican City, Nebraska. We're going to get them to stop right there in that beautiful Triton rig powered by a Mercury outboard motor. We'll get David to go ahead and bag them on up. He's got a 3-fish limit, Nick.
Yeah, I know it.
All right. He's got 3 fish. How you doing, David?
I'm doing great.
All right. You think you got 6 pounds, 3 ounces there?
It's going to be close. I think so.
We're looking for 6'3" to take over the lead and knock Nick out of that hot seat. Bam! 6 pounds, 7 ounces, a new leader. Got him by just a few ounces, and that's what this game is about. These guys have put over 24 hours on the water, and it comes down to mere ounces separating these guys, making the difference between a brand new Triton boat powered by a Yamaha outboard and some significant money we're going to send Nick off. But I know you'd like to have that boat motor package.
I'm just real happy. I was very blessed this week. I had 3 great pros and had just a fabulous time on fish all 3 days. And I had to work for them a little bit here and there, but a lot of fish in that river, a lot of fun. So. You guys do a great job putting on these tournaments, and I'm looking forward to the next one after this.
All right, keep coming back more and more, okay?
Oh, absolutely, you bet. So,
all right, well, I'm going to give you a little travel money when you sit down in that seat so you'll be able to come back more often. We're going to send Nick off. Nick has a great, great attitude. Appreciate you coming out and fishing with us. Look forward to seeing you down the road.
All right, thanks a lot. Hey, I want to give a shout out to some of the people that helped me get here, and that did include Falcon Rods and Carhartt and Trendsetter Tackle. They got a great hidden weight spinnerbait that I was able to use and catch a few fish behind Terry.
All right, thank you, Nick. Appreciate you coming out and fishing with us. Look forward to seeing you down the road. All right, Trevor, let's see what we got going on there. He's got a 5-fish limit. We talked about it. He had some misfortune on both day number 1 and day number 2, and it actually became on a first-name basis with the Boat U.S. towboat operator, huh, Trevor?
Yeah, when I called him, he said, "Hey, Trevor, how you doing?"
Today's weight, he's needing 14 threes. Got 13 pounds and an ounce. Going to fall a little shy, but going to move you all the way up into second place.
Well, that's good. I mean, considering the week I had, I'm blessed as well. Anytime you have mechanical problems 2 days out of tournament, the odds of you catching fish, much less making the cut, are pretty slim.
Hold a couple of those up, and I'm going to talk to you about the rest of the week. Today's weight going to bring you to a total of 37 pounds and 15 ounces. Couple nice bookend fish from the Arkansas River. Those are the kind of quality bites that you need to have here.
Yeah, this is a great river. I know a lot of guys don't think it's that good, but I like coming here. We fished it 2 years ago, and I finished 4th, and I had a good tournament here, so you can come back here as often as you want, as far as I'm concerned.
Guaranteed right now, I think at least a 5th place finish. So, yeah, you have a very, very respectable track record here.
Yeah, I like coming here, so.
We'll be back next year. Come back again.
Here.
All right. Thank you, Trevor. Total weight of 37 pounds, 15 ounces. He's sitting in second place right now. All right. Here comes one of the big hitters from here in Oklahoma. Put your hands together for Chris Jones, fishing with his co-angler Scott Bunday from Plano, Texas. We're going to go ahead and get Scott to bag up his fish and come on up. Rolling up in that nitro boat. What? The old live well fake trick. Voided a bullet there, David. But Scott, come on over here, man. Top 12, 170 co-anglers. You're sitting here in the top 12 right now, currently in 10th place.
I had a great day today. Chris Jones, my partner, I tell you what, y'all get ready. Y'all from Oklahoma, get ready, because he's got something to show y'all.
So how's the guy in the front of the boat smashing him? You're back there. What are you doing, net boy?
I sat back, had breakfast first, and then we got towed in. We blew our...
I heard about that. I talked about the Boat U.S. folks being so busy this week.
Yeah, I blogged on this morning. It was so foggy you couldn't even see the towboat in front of us. We got in. Mercury's perfect. I mean, the sponsors here are great. The tow company, the Mercury, all of Bassmaster, so it's class act.
Yeah, absolutely. All those manufacturers sending out those support crews. It's so much appreciated. If they're watching on Bassmaster.com, keep doing it. It really means the world to anglers like you and Chris, doesn't it?
It does a lot. One other thing I want to say is to everybody out there that wants to fish at a higher level, it's only $400. I have won one of these before.
It's actually $425, but
$425. I won one back in 2005. Won myself a boat. This is the greatest way to go out and fish for a good prize and a good price. So I'd give it a chance. If anybody out there wants to give it a try, this is what y'all want to do right here.
All right, man. I'm sold. I'm going to do that. Thank you, Scott. Great job. Appreciate you coming out and fishing with us. And now, what we're all waiting to see, come on up, Chris Jones. He's got a 5-fish limit. Show the folks what they've been looking to see. They've come out. It's a hot, sunny day here in beautiful Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. He's digging deep into that nitro live well. He's going to pull out something to show you. Woo! He needs to have 12 pounds and 10 ounces to take over the lead from Terry Butcher. He has a limit of fish. I heard you were catching them pretty good out there, even after the mechanical misfortunes.
It was a stressful day. Let me start it out that way.
Looking for 12 pounds, 10 ounces. Bam! 13 pounds and 10 ounces, a new leader. Hold a couple up for me. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Looking at a potential 2014 Bassmaster Classic, February in Gunnersville, Alabama. How's that sound, man? You wouldn't mind staying in a hotel room in February in Birmingham, Alabama, would you?
I'll just tell a story. We went to the February one, up here at Tulsa with my good buddy Jason on. And, we got these bracelets. I've had this bracelet on since February, and this was my goal, was to make it to that next 2014. It looks like it's going to be close, but we'll see.
All right, we're going to have to see what happens. 40 pounds in and out. 40 pounds in and out. It's going to have you in the lead right now. Looks like I got 2 pro anglers to come across still, so you're guaranteed a third place finish. Tell us, what were your keys to success?
Boat US, no doubt. Right there, that was the lifesaver. Right
and we're hearing about a lot of that, man. I have been doing this for 10 years now. I've seen a lot of breakdowns. I've had tournaments that have more breakdowns than others and some that have none. This one certainly has had its fair share, but I'm really amazed at how many guys with those type of boat issues actually made it into this top 12.
Yeah, Nitro Mercury, they're awesome. They're a great boat. Nothing better. I wouldn't buy any other one. But when you run it through the muck and the gunk down on the river for 6 months, pretty much practicing to get ready for this event, and I've actually got weed eater string I keep in my boat, and I had to use it like 3 times this week to get the water out of the water.
You're running water that's meant more for one of those Go Devil type things, not an outboard motor.
Y'all outlawed the jet boat, so we had to go. We just had to play our way in there. That's how you win.
All right, well, great job. We're going to have you sitting at pro hot seat right behind you, 40 pounds in an ounce. Take a seat and get comfortable. And when you're doing that, we're going to have Brock Mosley from Collinsville, Mississippi, and his co-angler Bill Bean from Eufaula, Oklahoma. They're going to roll on up here to the stage. Bill's fishing on the co-angler side. He has a limit of fish. He needs some pretty good weight, though, out of these 3. Of course, co-anglers have a 3-fish limit. Our pros have a 5. They must all be 14 inches long. They're penalized 4 ounces for each deceased fish, and we've had a great track record this week, and currently today, no deceased fish, no penalties. Everyone made it in on time. It's a 1 pound per minute late penalty. You were on time, Bill, weren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, he needs 8 pounds, 12 ounces. 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Going to fall a little short into third place. Hold a couple up so we can get a photo for Bassmaster.com. Oh, man, we're getting down there. How you feeling over here?
I can't lose out of this deal is the way I look at it. So I'm pretty comfortable.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear that. He's not nervous at all. How'd your day go, Bill?
I had a great day, great partner, had a great tournament.
Had fun out here?
I had an excellent time. I fished with a guy, 25 years old, coming up from the college ranks. All I have to say is watch out, guys, because this guy's got it going on. So I had a great tournament, and I had great 3 partners. So put me on fish, and all was good.
All right, glad to have it. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bill, right now sitting in third place with 19 pounds, 7 ounces. Come on up, Brock Mosley. One of our young guns out here on the Bass Pro Shop. Bassmaster opens. He's got a 5-fish limit. He needs to have some big weight. He needs 13 pounds, 7 ounces to take over the lead. He's got 5 fish. Oh, what do we got?
It ain't going to be enough.
Going to fall a little short. You're afraid. 10 pounds, 4 ounces. Hold a couple up for a photo. Going to move you to 5th place with 36 pounds, 15 ounces. 25-year-old Brock Mosley coming up through the college series. And we talked about our OSU college fishing team driving through all of our boats today. If you notice them in the driver's seats of all those great Toyota pickup trucks, you got some young guys driving those vehicles. They're looking to make the move just like you have.
They better get their degree first. They're going to keep fishing.
That's a great suggestion. It's what I tell people often. They ask me, these young guys, they ask me, I said, man, get that degree, take it into you absolutely take it in different fields that will help you, some marketing maybe, business management, that type of thing. Cause you are your own CEO when you get out here on the tournament trail.
Yeah. I mean, I got a marketing degree from Ole Miss, and that's my sponsors. They love that about me. That's one of the biggest, things they like. And, it took me a little while to get through with school. I ain't gonna lie. But, it was worth it. It was worth every minute, and now I'm out here doing this full time.
Excellent, great. What about the week? Tell us. You started the day in second place. Second out there. You got Mark in your sight, so to speak. Mark Goins, a long-time pro that's been fishing with us for a long time. You're a young guy, up and coming. What's just going through your mind at that time?
I really wasn't nervous at all. I've never been here before, and it fishes so much the way it does back home. So I went out there this week, and I had. I had a few things working, and yesterday I had a little deficit to make up, and I stuck with one thing all day, and it turned out great for me. I had 16.5 pounds. Today I kind of did the same thing, and my wheels kind of started spinning off this morning. I lost a good one off the bat, and I knew it wasn't my tournament Thursday because I've been losing fish all week during the tournament, and when that happens, it's not your time to win.
And it really is. I mean, these events are so tough with 170 great pro anglers. You really have to execute every bite. You can't have one bad day. You quite honestly, you can't typically lose one fish.
No, I mean, it's been more than one with me. I know anglers get up here all the time crying about it, but I mean, it's part of the game. But when you win, everything goes the way it's supposed to go. Everything goes right.
Well, great job. You did a lot of things right this week. 36 pounds, 15 ounces, going to have you sitting in 5th place. All right. And then there was one. How you feeling, Chris?
Pretty nervous.
Pretty nervous. Come on, put your hands together for Daniel Vasquez. Fishing along with our Livingston lure leader on the pro side. Number 1 spot lockdown. Come on, Mark Goins. We're going to go ahead and get Daniel to bag his fish and come on up here. Oh. How you feeling, David? We're going to talk to Daniel first because he came all the way from Jackson, Wyoming.
Yeah, hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. It was a really rough day. We had a lot of boat problems, but I'm just happy to be here, happy to be in the top 12. Came out of a 4th place finish at the PAA. Now in the top 12 here, so I can't complain. But just God bless everybody, and good luck, buddy.
All right, Daniel, you're going to end up in 11th place with 11 pounds, 9 ounces. Great week for you, and that makes it official. Come on up, David Paget, our winner in the co-angler division, wins himself a brand new Triton boat powered by a Yamaha outboard motor, a cool trophy to go with it. What a great week for him. All these co-anglers coming out, fishing, tough conditions. I don't know if I mentioned it today. We started with 170 boats, and we fished 170 boats on day 2 after tough conditions. So appreciate you sticking with us each and every day, and it certainly paid off for you, David.
It did. Like I said a little bit ago, I had a great week. Caught a lot of fish. My day 1 was probably the key, I guess. We ran down, kind of really struck out first place we went, came back up, hit something that, I was absolutely shocked when he went there because it's exactly what I practiced. And so we got in there, and I was throwing something totally different. I was working a frog real slow and managed 2 fish that went 7-13, so I had a 4-1 and a 3-12. And that really salvaged day 1 and put me in position to kind of, go from there, and just 2 good weights the last 2 days. So hasn't been anything too spectacular other than that. It's just been just a real solid tournament, and I can't say everything went perfect. I did lose fish, I missed bites, and I really didn't think I'd win it. So,
well, you did. Hold it up one more time, and again, put your hands together for David Paget, our co-angler winner here on the Bass Pro Shop Bassmaster Central Open. Here in Muskogee, Oklahoma, on the Arkansas River. Great job. Appreciate you coming out and fishing with us. And now we got a little business to do. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here. And I'm going to make Chris sit there for a minute because I want Mark Goins to come on up here. Leave your fish for a minute, Mark. Leave your fish. Just take the stairs there. I know you can make that jump, but come on up. Yeah, bring the young man with you. All right. I take it he's a Sooners fan. There's at least one over here. No Sooner fans out there? That's a little better. Gosh, you guys got to get with the program. All right. Who's this here?
This is my grandson, Talon. Now, you talking about this dude is a professional purse jerker.
Oh, yeah, he's on them, huh?
Let me tell you, he can get it done.
All right. Do you like to bass fish at all?
Yes.
Okay. He likes to bass fish some too.
Yeah, I have a TV show that I do called Hooked on Fishing, and it used to air up here in the Tulsa area. I know probably some of the folks here have seen it before. I took him with me here a while back and put him on my show with me. We went fishing in a pond, and I tied him on a little Seville crankbait, and I mean, he went to work on him.
Who caught the biggest fish that day?
Me.
All right. Okay, but that's not what we're really here to see. We're here to see who caught the biggest fish today. And he didn't get out on the water with you, did he?
No, he didn't get out on the water. He just come here to watch the weigh-in.
Okay, so tell us about your day. Did it go as planned? You leaving that dock first thing this morning? You know, when you leave on a Saturday morning in that top 12 and there's no boats in front of you, just that boat, U.S. towboat, that's about the only time that's a good thing when that towboat's in front of you. But that morning when you're heading out, what's going through your head, and what are you thinking you need to do to seal the deal on this?
Well, the main objective was to go catch 5 fish, Chris. I mean, that's always what you want to do when you make it to the last day. Is the main thing is to go get you 5, and hopefully one of them 5 or 2 of them 5 is the right size.
Well, mission accomplished.
Did anybody see the black cloud going down the river this morning?
I don't know. It was pretty clear and sunny every place I was.
There was a black cloud going down the river this morning.
Filing over the top of you?
And it was directly over the top of my boat.
So I'm taking it the plans didn't go exactly as laid out.
No, my Ranger Evan Rood run flawlessly all the way down there to where I was going to go. And I made my first stop on the spot. And I was getting ready to move and go to my next spot, and I started having problems. And we think we've got it narrowed down to where there's a check valve in the gas line, and it's starving my engine for fuel. And my hats off to David Draper with Evan Rood. I mean, he done all he could to work on my engine, and stayed late yesterday to do all he could to fix it, and it just he worked on it on the trailer, backed it in the water. And it was just like it was perfect, but I don't know, for whatever reason, whenever I get all the way down there to where I'm going to go and start back, that's when I started having the problems. I mean, the first day I come back, I got all the way through the lock and it started on me again. And it was just like from the lock all the way back to the weigh-in, like riding a bucking horse. I mean, it was just, it'd run and it'd go back down. It'd run, it'd go back down. But fortunately I got it, I made it back okay. And I do want to thank a couple of guys, Mike Williamson and Jim Dillard. I mean, they brought me a boat today and helped me out, and I couldn't have made it back if it wasn't for them guys. A couple of guys the first day coming and helped me out. Got me the second day, got me to the lock. JT Kenny and Epp, one of the guys that's fishing the tournament, they passed me off into him in the lock, and they brought me back on into the weigh-in, and I was able to get my fish back in.
And you got quite a team behind you, and not only are they a team, but they're fellow competitors, and that's what's so great about this sport. They wanted to see their buddy do well, and of course, I want to make people know, there's people watching on Bassmaster.com. They're getting all fired up right now. Of course, we checked out that boat, and we gave you permission, and they brought that down to you, and you were able to transfer any fish you had at that time. I'm not even sure you had any fish, and get back here safe and sound.
I had one fish whenever they brought me the boat, and I went over to one of my key spots, and I caught some more.
So we got some more. Well, what do you say we go get that bag and take a look at it? Because I know Chris Jones is sitting over here. He's getting awful antsy.
I think we need to make him wait just a little bit longer.
What do you think? What do you think, folks? You want Chris to have to wait a little longer and Mark, or you want to get this thing done? Who's this over here? She looks awful nervous. You know that person?
It's my wife and my son Hunter, and my mom's right here somewhere. It's got my little one right there, Fisher. The one that's got the Team Jones shirt on is Hunter, and he's wanted to go to Disney World forever. And I told him, I said, I had to win this tournament, we'll go to Disney World. So if them fish don't weigh 13 pounds, whatever it is, it's some change, we're going to Disney World.
We're looking for 13 pounds and 6 ounces. Come on up, Mark. I'm going to have Chris Jones step on over here if you don't mind. We're going to make this thing official. He's got 3 fish. He needs to have 13 pounds, 6 ounces. Not going to be enough. 5 pounds and 6 ounces. Going to put him in 8th place and make Chris Jones our winner of the 2013 Bass Pro Shop Bassmaster Central Open here on the Arkansas River. Oh, it's Mike McClary. He is here. I'm going to welcome up to the stage to present you with a trophy. Bass Pro Shop store manager Mike McClary. Thank him for welcoming us out. You got anything you want to say to Chris?
Yeah, just congratulations on a great win on behalf of Nitro Boats, Mercury Marine. We're really proud of Chris because he's our local state team. So just great job overall. Thank you.
All right. Thank all those folks at the Bass Pro Shop, all the staff that you have, Mike. Tremendous job. Oh, man. Gunnersville, Alabama in February, Bassmaster Classic. Tell me you've never thought about fishing a Bassmaster Classic.
Since I was about 4.
And finally going to get the opportunity to do that, and I know you're excited, and it really, you've seen it time and time again. It can be the key to propelling someone to a professional fishing career.
Definitely, no doubt. It's one of them deals where you just dream about it, and if I prayed that y'all would just keep coming back to here. I knew I'd eventually win one. I didn't know if it'd be this one or not, but I felt really good about it. About 2 weeks ago, me and my dad won a Bass Nanza down at Southside. We had 18 pounds, and I thought, we went in there and we had like 10 3-pounders. I mean, they were on, and I thought, this is going to be good, And first day I go in there, perfect conditions. They were in the pads. I go in there, 30-minute idle to get in there, fished for 3 hours and had one. And I thought, man, and I come out of there and I struggled, and I put my head down. I got 5, and I got back to lock, got through. Second day, cloud cover. I thought, well, maybe they needed a cloud cover to bite. I go in there, 30-minute idle, get in there. 3 hours and had 2. Come out of there and grow, and I actually missed the lock yesterday. Had a 4 o'clock weigh-in and missed the lock and called the lock master, and I said, is there any barge traffic coming? He said, no. I said, can I make it up there and you lock me through? And he said, if you get here, I'll lock you through. And I fished for like 30 more minutes. I pulled up to one laydown and I'd caught a big one on in practice, and I caught one in on earlier before. Pull up there, make 3 flips, and I went to pull off, and I made 1 more flip, and I caught a 5-pound. And I boat flip it. We culled actually running off that lay down, threw the fish out, and we run to the lock, got in the lock. Everything went right. I didn't lose a single fish all week. I mean, it was my week. That's all I'm saying.
It was his week, and put your hands together for Chris Jones. Great job. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. He looks a little young for the rides at Disney.
He's going to go probably anyway. I would say he's probably going to go.
Kind of likes this microphone. Well, great job, and I want to thank everyone for coming out. Appreciate you all, and of course we got to thank Bass Pro Shops for everything they do, along with all of our other great sponsors, Toyota and Toyota trucks, and yes, take that and go. I know there's a lot of folks that probably want your autographs. Go ahead and sign some autographs. We're going to thank the folks that make it happen on our end. Of course, Toyota trucks, Evan Williams Bourbon. Got to thank Berkeley, Triton Boats, Mercury Outboards, of course, Skeeter Boats and Yamaha Outboards, as well as Nitro Boats, Minn Kota Trolling Motors, and Humminbird Electronics, all those great sponsors. And I want to thank my good friend Frank Hanna for coming out and helping us with the weigh-in, and all the volunteers with the yellow caps, helping us get these fish back into the fishery. And, of course, first and foremost, the Greater Muskogee Area Chamber of Commerce. They're the hosts. Make sure to let them know how much you appreciate us coming to East Oklahoma. And I want to also thank all of you, the great fans of bass fishing. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next year. 1 year from now, September 11th, 13th. That's September 13th, right back here at the Bass Pro Shops. All right, we're going to go ahead and make everything final. If you want to stick around, we'll have a brief award ceremony here. We'll bring our top 3 pros and co-anglers across the stage, as well as award the checks for the rest of that top 12.